Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
All right, well, hello and happy Monday to everybody. Thanks for calling in as we share some more exciting news today. This has been so much fun as we've had announcement after announcement after announcement, and really just impacting the industry in so many different ways. And we've got an incredible announcement of a great friend of mine here in just a moment. However, before we do that, we have a special guest. Now, with Kendall being out, we have been bringing back a lot of the Integrity Idol finalists. And we have gone through that entire group, and we had somebody who's been working on this Integrity podcast for quite a while that turns out he can sing pretty well too. And so today we have a special guest with us today, Mr. Jake Tesh from Thomas Arts, and this man has got some talents. He started with Integrity after Integrity Idol was over. Or otherwise, I know that he would have been in the finalist panel as before that. In fact, Ann, we should think about this. I mean, we got a lot of people who have joined. I mean, we've added thousands of people, about 4,000 people actually. We ought to think about how do we bring back an Integrity Idol competition at some point for guys like Jake. We should think about that, Ann. I know I'm just springing this on you like usual, but could be a fun idea.
I think it's a great idea, and
it's a lot of work. I don't know if people.
Too.
I don't know if people would be into it. But there's people on the platform now in the family that are just like Jake, and I think that if we did another Integrity Idol, well, let's see if people are interested. If anybody's interested, let us know because that'd be fun. You can send that to inspire@integritymarketing.com, and we'll try to see that. But I think it'd be a lot of fun because we got guys like Jake who are incredibly, insanely talented. In fact, Jake is a member of an a cappella group known as Vocalocity, and you should definitely check them out on YouTube. They have some incredible songs, and Jake has joined us here. So, Jake, tell us a little about yourself and what you do for Thomas Arts, man.
Brian, thanks so much for having me. Yeah, I listen to these podcasts every single week, so I never thought I'd hear myself actually on the podcast, so this is pretty cool. So
we appreciate you doing it, bro. We appreciate you doing it, man.
Yeah, thank you. So I joined Thomas Arts and the Integrity family back in July, and I'm a project manager here and love what I do. I love this company.
We love having you here, bro. We're excited to have you. If we did an Integrity Idol too, would you sign up?
I'd have to consult my agent. I'd have to consult my agent, but yeah, for sure.
Do you really have an agent?
Of course I would. No, I don't have an agent.
Oh, that's funny, man. Well, hey, so we would love to hear a song. You know, this has been something we just been having a lot of fun with. So I'd love to hear what you have to sing for us today, man.
Awesome. So I've been really into 80s music lately. So I'm going to sing The Power of Love, a little snippet from Huey Lewis and the News. So I hope you like it. And I guess I just go ahead and start singing, right?
Yeah, man. Let's. You're in charge. We love him. We love Huey Lewis, man. Let's go get it.
All right. The power of love is a curious thing. Make a one man weep, make another man sing. Change your heart to a little white dove. More than a feeling, that's the power of love. Tougher than diamonds, rich like cream. Stronger and harder than a bad girl's dream. Make a bad one good, make a wrong one right. Our love will keep you home at night. And it don't take money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. It's strong and it's sudden and it's cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life. That's the power of love. Ooh, that's the power of love.
Man, that was awesome. Thank you so much, man. That I feel, was that from Back to the Future?
Back to the Future. That's right.
Back to the Future, dude. I freaking love that movie. That's amazing. Hey, so you're in Vocalocity. So Vocalocity, is that kind of like that movie Pitch Perfect? Do you guys do the whole singing competition like that?
Very similar. Yeah, Pitch Perfect. We have 2 female artists and then four male vocalists, and all a cappella, no instruments.
Oh my gosh, man! I'm just gonna go and put this out there. I absolutely love that movie. It was one of those. It is awesome, bro. That is so incredible. So I know there's another story. You know, listen, I know there's a really touching story that one of the things we pride ourselves on here at Integrity is our family coming together and in really tough times. And I'd heard that your niece was in a really tragic accident, and Dave Thomas and others came together to really help you guys out. Would you mind sharing that story with us and kind of what happened and how it all came together?
Yeah, so I had actually only been working here at Thomas Arts and Integrity for a couple of weeks, and my niece was coming down a canyon and she was hit head on by a drunk driver. Her and her 3 friends were all taken to the hospital. She sustained the most serious of injuries. She ended up having both of her legs amputated, and she's a paraplegic now, so she can't feel anything from the waist down. And so she was in the hospital for several months. She had, I think, almost 20 surgeries, if not more. And but she pulled through, and she's just super strong, super positive. She got out of the hospital a few months ago, and she's just doing really good, doing really well. She sorry, it's a little hard to talk about, but she's doing a lot of good in her community. So one of the driving forces, she really wanted to get out of the hospital. She's a cheerleader, and she cheers for her high school. She cheers for her high school. So she really wanted to make it to the final home game. And so she was in the hospital and just pushing herself through therapy and other things. And she was able to get out the day before the final football game, and she cheered at the football game. It was amazing to see that. So she's now speaking at different local events here. She's spoken at 2 or 3 different events, and she's just doing a lot of good in her community.
Man, it's just such a heart-wrenching story, but it's amazing to hear how people can respond to that and overcome so much, man.
Yeah, and Thomas Arts, they stepped up. So my wife sings in the a cappella group with me, and they helped sponsor a benefit concert here locally, and we were able to raise, I think, $17,000 for her and her family. So super awesome to only be working here a couple of weeks and have Thomas Arts step up in Integrity and help out. And I've never worked for a company like this where they actually they state all these values that their company stands for and actually live up to what they believe. So it was really, really cool. Dave Thomas was in my office every other day checking in on Sarah and making sure she was okay. So super grateful to be working here, and just couldn't be happier to be involved in with Integrity. And so thank you for having me, and thank you for asking about her.
Hey, brother. Hey, thank you very much for sharing that story, and please know that Robin and I'll be praying for Sarah and for her to heal up and for God to use her story in a way that is completely unexpected, and one day that she's able just to see the impact, and it sounds like she's already there, but just see the impact that she can have in this world, through that story or in spite of it. Man, that is going to be just amazing to see what God does with that. So I just want to Teddy, thank you for sharing that story. I love the fact that Dave and the team at TA, this one of our core values is family. And so when families go through things like this, families come together, and so I could not be more humbled to be part of this family with all you guys. And so we'll definitely be praying for her. Please wish her our best, and we appreciate you being willing to share that story and share your incredible gifts that you have. And so if I'm going to try to talk Ann into this, but if we come back with another Integrity Idol, then we got to have you try out, man. It should be a lot of fun.
That'd be great. Okay, thanks
awesome,
so much
brother.
for having me, Brian. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks a lot for everything you do, man. Appreciate you guys. Well, as I mentioned, we have a lot of exciting news to share today, and this is the addition of another incredible Integrity family partner. And really, this is an exciting announcement on so many different levels for me personally. This is a person that I've become friends with at company events. It's somebody who I admire immensely, and it's something that I think what this organization will be able to do is opens up a new geography for us, and also opens up some additional product opportunities that their team will be able to help support our entire platform in growth. And tomorrow morning, we're going to be announcing that Advisor Insurance Brokers have joined the Integrity platform. And in fact, as part of this partnership, Advisors Insurance Brokers owner and CEO Kevin Johnson will become a managing partner at Integrity. His entire team, including Bob Vandy and Brian Johnson and many other incredible people, will be joining Integrity and helping us as we continue to grow and expand. Kevin is someone who really is in this business truly to help people. And whenever that there's somebody that really needs motivation or support, you really find people coming together and supporting each other in an incredible way. And it's really no wonder to me what Advisors Insurance Brokers has done to really grow into such an incredible group. This is our first office based in New York, so they're based in Clifton Park, New York, and they employ about 25 people and have been operating since 1992. And they really bring together cutting-edge technology, but also additional resources and products to our partners that will really help support us in long-term care, life, annuities, senior health, disability, and linked benefits. These are some of the most knowledgeable and most amazing people when it comes to large life insurance policies, especially, and other long-term care policies that will help us continue to grow. And adding some of the things that we offer to AIB, we believe they'll help not only help grow Integrity, but also help take Kevin's business to the next level. And so we're excited to announce this partnership today on the Inspire podcast. We wanted to have you all hear about this first, and for you to meet Kevin Johnson, at least over the phone. So, Kevin, on behalf of everybody here at Integrity, I want to welcome you to the Integrity family. We are honored to partner with you and Karen, your entire family, all of your employees, and really see what we can do together. It's going to be an incredibly exciting opportunity. So, Kevin, thank you very much for trusting us. We're humbled and honored to be your partner, and I can't wait to make this announcement. This is a deal you and I have been working on for a long time, man, and I'm excited to finally get this announced tomorrow.
Well, thank you, Brian. That's a great introduction, and I remember you telling me after we've been working together trying to get this deal done for about a year, it seems like, that you told me, Kevin, you're not the largest firm we've ever done business with and joined the firm, or joined the Integrity family, but you are taking the longest. But I think a lot of that had to do with COVID this past year. So
maybe it wasn't that harsh, but no, it was. Listen, this is exciting, man. I mean, you've already brought in additional people who are looking to join Integrity. I mean, you've got people excited about this. What you guys bring is something a little different. So we'd love to hear you tell a little bit about your business and kind of what AIB really does, because I think this is an exciting new addition to the Integrity family. So if you could give us kind of an overview, that'd be great, man.
That'd be great too. Yes, I'd like to do that. And I just want you to know it's an honor for me and the rest of our team. We're really happy and proud to be part of the Integrity family. So thank you very much for helping us do this. So it's humbling. You know, I came from some humble beginnings in the world. I grew up in a community, a rural community. Farming was a big part of our life back there, and I worked on a family farm since I was a little boy. And I think I was driving a tractor probably by the time I was 10 years old. But anyway, we started after college. I got in the insurance business, and we started AIB in New York Long-Term Care Brokers back in 1992, when we were one of the pioneers in the long-term care business, locally and probably across many states. And we were some of the only people focused on the long-term care product since probably the late 80s, when one of our core companies got into that business. So here we are 30 years later, and we're joining an incredible company like Integrity, and it's innovating. Your company's innovating. It's an industry leader. What you're doing is incredible, and we're just really happy to be part of it. So let me go back again from the beginning. This business has always been about providing help and helping people with dealing with things that can happen, some risks in their life, whether it's dying too soon, living too long, and outliving their money, or becoming disabled and dependent on others in between. And it happened with my partner back in the early days of our business. We started in 92, and my partner, Martin Bain, got sick and eventually passed away. But he got diagnosed with early onset Parkinson's disease at age 45 back in 95. And I quickly saw what long-term care can do for someone, because he had fortunately he bought a policy in 94, a year before his diagnosis. So I saw firsthand what can happen with someone at a young age. So it's just not, long-term care is just not for older people, people after retirement age, just before retirement age as well. So anyways, he was blessed to have a policy, and I quickly went out. My age, I was younger than Marty at the time, but I bought a policy at age 42. And I still have it. In fact, we have two policies, a group plan we bought, and as well as an individual plan. So anyway, since then we've grown beyond long-term care. We've always been a life insurance agency too, but we had a focus on long-term care in the early 90s. So from there we've and grown into other product lines as well, annuities, disability insurance, and critical illness as well. So we are a broad-based firm. Fortunately, we do multiple lines, and right now our life insurance sales are larger than any other line that we do. So anyway, partnering with Integrity, I think is, what's that?
No, that's incredible. No, keep going. I didn't want to interrupt you there, but it's incredible all the exciting things you do. And I think one of the things I love to hear people talk about is the importance of the products we sell, right? Because at Integrity, one of the things we talk about is that we want to be here for one of the toughest days of someone's life, and it sometimes it's easy to say that, right, Kevin? But you don't realize, you don't put a face on it, right? You don't put it. And what I mean by that is it doesn't sometimes touch close to home enough until you go through it yourself, right? And so just like you're talking about with your partner, all of a sudden it's like, this is what I do for a living, but man, this is how it impacts people's lives. And that's one of the things I'm always trying to do, is try to help people see people as people, especially in the people we help, because we provide an incredibly important service, And long-term care, life insurance, Medicare, all the different products we offer really can impact somebody's life in a major way for the better, right?
Oh, it sure can. And any of us that have been in the business a long time have seen firsthand what happens when someone gets disabled or dies prematurely and needs care or needs income or needs a lump sum of money to help pay off a mortgage or educate children. So I definitely have had many claims, and that's when it really hits home what we do for a living. And I was blessed to get into it at a young age, and I can't think of anything else I'd rather be doing.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those opportunities that you're in a business that you truly get to help people, right? I mean, it's one of my best friends passed away prematurely. And he was 40 years old. He had 2 little kids, his wife. They just built a new house, and he dies a few years ago. And ironically, he had purchased a life insurance policy through us 10 years before that. And I remember setting up the family's home right after he died and calling the insurance company and saying, I just want to make sure this is still in effect. And right after that, they paid out the claim, and his wife is still out there in that home. The kids are taken care of. My only regret was that it wasn't a bigger policy. I'm like, man, I just wish it would have been more. But it was able to be provided. It was able to literally provide for them. And seeing that just is such an important thing. And so I just believe what you guys are bringing to the table here at AIB is such an exciting opportunity for us here at Integrity with some of y'all's expertise. It's way broader than some of other people's because you guys can really help us in a lot of ways, including some of our own partners, employees. Now, I know you've got an interesting backstory, and I'd love to hear, and I'd love for people to know about more about you personally and kind of your personal story.
Yeah, that's great. I grew up, Brian, in central New York, a small town called Oneida, Canastota area, central New York. Canastota, by the way, is the home of the Boxing Hall of Fame, if anybody was interested in that. Anyway, that's a long story that I'll be willing to share anybody that wants to know more about it. But grew up in farm country, and working hard was not a secret out there. So at a young age, I was milking cows and baling hay and getting up at 5 a.m. and working till 7 o'clock at night. So I was used to hard work, and fortunately, that was not a problem when I got in the insurance business. But back again in my childhood, I'm one of 9 children, and we had 11 people in our house and 1 bathroom. So today it's pretty unusual to hear that. I told my sisters, I said, you taught us boys. There were 3 girls and 6 boys. I said, you taught us how to dance. And they said, we did. When we do that? When you were in the bathroom, we were dancing in the hallway waiting for you to get out. Anyway, so I ended up moving to the Albany area, which is Albany is the capital of New York State in upstate New York. And I went to college out there and got a degree, an associate's degree in criminal justice, police science, and I was planning to go on, but I had run out of money. I was putting myself through college, so I got into the insurance business just to work a year and then go back to school. But fortunately, I qualified the first full year to something called the President's Honor Club, and I said, I can't quit now because I had a free trip to Acapulco, Mexico at the convention, and I had never been on an airplane up until that point. So I said, I got to stick around one more year, and I'll go back to college after that. So anyway, that cemented, I think, my career because the last day of that conference in Acapulco, they showed a video of next year's meeting, which was in Hawaii. And I said, oh, my God, I got to stick around and try to make Hawaii, which I did. And so thank God I stayed in the business, and I can't think of a better business to be in. And here we are. So it's been a lot of hard work and a lot of long days, but again, work ethic is never a problem, and most of our people feel the same way in our office. So,
well, you've got just such an incredible team. I mean, your team is just such an amazing team, including your son Brian, who works with us and is just incredibly gifted, leader in our business. But also, he also is a great agent himself, and so he followed in your footsteps, which is always exciting too, man.
Yeah, Brian just amazes me more and more. Every year he gets better and better at what he's doing in our business. He's in charge of our groups and associations and unions and does a wonderful job with those people, and is responsible for our largest group that we've ever gotten in our business. So he was the one that worked 5 years on it, and it's a group of 640,000 members, and we have a discounted long-term care plan for them, and that was all Brian doing. And he's working on a few more. So we've got some others coming down the pike that we'll be happy to announce soon. So yeah, he's doing a great job. And Bob Vandy in our office, he's our president now and doing a great job. And Peter Kelly has been with us a long time as well and does a great job. He's our operations manager. Gary Clare heads up our life department and DI, and we just have so many people. Melissa, who heads up our long-term care department, along with Jennifer Brown, just some great people that have been with us for over 20 years, and we couldn't have done it without them. So,
I love it. I love that you just mentioned all of them, because I've been to your office. I've met all of them, and I got to tell you, Integrity is a family business. We partner with family-owned companies. We look at ourselves as a larger family, and just like what you just heard as we were kicking off with Jake, talking about his niece, Sarah, who had that accident, and then even though he'd been there a short time, like the family stepped in, right? You had Dave Thomas and Ann Wood and the rest of them who jumped in to try to help support them and be there for them and even raise funds for them. But I love that you just mentioned a lot of your team members. I know you got a lot of others, but because this is a big family business, and culture means more to us, frankly, than anything else. And I can't tell you how honored we are to partner with you. And wow, growing up with 11 people in one bathroom, that is remarkable. And talk about family tightness and all of that. You've also, had a lot of success in your business, and you guys have just built an amazing business. And whenever you and I first talked, we were on a trip, and we sat down and just started talking about just what we were doing in Integrity and what you were doing, and how we didn't have an office in New York, and how the opportunity the larger life insurance opportunities and long-term care things that you were working on was super exciting to me, just because those are products that I would need as well. And I was honored whenever you and I were able to figure out how we could come together. Would you tell us a little bit more about why you decided to partner with Integrity with such an incredible business and incredible team as well?
Well, I'm not 30 years old anymore, and unfortunately, there's more years behind me than there are ahead of me, probably. And so I've been thinking for years about how am I going to exit out of the business somewhere in the future. And I was looking for the right opportunity, and we had many people call us, many firms call us about purchasing the company. And I always said, it's got to be right for me. It's got to be right for my son. It's got to be right for the key people in our firm that have helped grow us. And when I found out about the Integrity ownership plan, it was really, I think, the thing that, opened my eyes to, hey, this is a plan that could work for what I'm trying to do, is take care of people make sure the people who are in our firm continue to grow in the firm, and they've got a job up until retirement, their own retirement, and they have an ownership plan that they can capitalize on as the business grows and integrity grows. So the fact that they all have units and stock in the company, it made a lot of sense for me and for them too. I think everybody in our office is looking forward to that too. The fact that they now have some ownership here and not just me. So that's what really excited me is when I found out about it. It made sense for me to pursue it and find out more and just make sure everybody was on board with it, and they are. And I'm excited about the future. Not that I want to retire. I'm planning to stick around for several more years and be part of it. And it's given me the opportunity now to go to the next phase. And that next phase is making sure we continue to grow. Try to bring in some other firms that I know in the business across the nation that I think can benefit by learning more about it. And that's what I plan to do, as well as help our people grow and bring in more business locally. So,
well, we're incredibly, we're incredibly excited to partner with you and your entire team, and cannot wait to see what we can all accomplish together. As I said, we're going to be making this announcement tomorrow morning. This is an announcement long time in the making, because we've been dreaming about this day for a long time, and I'm just honored and truly humbled to let people know that we're partners, and it's going to be a big announcement in the industry. And we just are incredibly, incredibly excited. So I know this is a big day for you and your family. I want to congratulate you on behalf of all the partners here at Integrity. And as usual, I'm getting blown up by text with partners who are incredibly excited about this announcement, guys and gals who have known you over the years. And so it's going to be a lot of fun as everybody gets to celebrate this moment with you. And I know having you and your team on the Integrity, roster of family of companies is going to make us even more strong. And really this opportunity for us to open an office in New York and just some of the other things is incredibly exciting for all of us. And so I want to tell you thank you again, and truly from the bottom of my heart I want to say thank you for trusting us and believing us, and we're excited to be your partner, and I can't wait to see where we can go together, man.
Well, I agree, Brian. I'm looking forward to it, and thank you for your diligence in making sure this happens, and I appreciate it, and your friendship, and that's important. Thank you. Well,
I love you, man, and it's we are excited to get this announcement out. So everybody be watching for this announcement. Tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of fun, and please like and share on social media. Make sure that others see it as well, because this is going to be a huge announcement that comes out of Kevin and the entire AIB team joining Integrity. Last but not least, Ann, are you still there with us?
I am, Brian.
I didn't know if you were still there. All right, so
I'm here.
I've been thinking about this deal while we've been talking. First of all, how exciting is it to get Kevin as a partner? I mean, this is going to be incredible, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, so incredible. So incredible. I'm so excited for all the partners and the growth for everybody. I'm glad to have you,
It is going to be so fun. I said that this is our first office in New York. We actually have a Thomas Arts office in Manhattan. So
I wasn't going to say anything.
I don't want anybody to get offended. Tom, everybody, like, you guys are incredible. So don't email me yet. But this idea of Integrity Idol, I've been getting some text while we've been on here saying, "Oh my gosh, bring it back." I don't know. So if people want to send in something to tell us their thoughts, send it to inspire@integritymarketing.com. You can stop texting me. I'm getting a lot of texts. Like, people are texting me right now saying, "I want to see this." So maybe there's something to this. We've got some. Kevin, do you have anybody at your office that would sing?
that would sing?
Yeah, maybe you might sing.
Well, I know Peter Kelly in our office is very musical. He was a drummer at the Syracuse University's band.
Well, there you go.
Jazz drummer.
It doesn't have to be sing. You can
Yeah.
just. We had one of the guys play the guitar, and a couple of guys play the guitar that just really got after it. In fact, Dave Thomas played the cornet. Edgar P. Cornet. That whole story. Listen to that podcast. I couldn't stop crying. I was laughing so hard. So Peter Kelly maybe could be in. We got the others. I think we might ought to bring this back, Ann.
Okay, I knew you were going to say that.
Let's not commit. Let's not make a commitment right now. But I think people are feeling it because.
Sounds like everyone's in. Yeah.
Seriously,
awesome.
Stop texting people. This is we'll see. I think we got to see if we can bring this back. There would be so many different things to figure out here. But I'm about to go check out. I just Googled this while we were on here. I'm going to go check out Vocalocity and check out Jake and watch that because Pitch Perfect is a really fun movie. So we should do that as well. So think about it, Ann. Don't hold back.
Okay, I got it. Thanks, Brian.
All right, hey everybody, thanks a lot.
All right,
Kevin, we're incredibly excited to be your partner. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Jake,
thank you.
For joining us
I'm
today.
excited too. Thank
Stephanie,
you.
Congratulations. Excited, everybody. Have a great one and a great week. God bless you all. Take care.